how men lose women's attention and how to get her attention back. You ever notice how in the beginning she couldn't get enough of you? She texted first. She laughed at jokes that weren't even that funny. She checked in, wanted to know where you were, what you were doing, who you were with, and now she replies late. Her energy feels cold. She's distracted. She's busy. And the worst part is you don't even know when it changed. Most men think women lose interest suddenly, like one day she just woke up and decided, I'm done with him. That's not how it happens. Women don't lose attention overnight. They lose it gradually, quietly, emotionally, long before they ever say a word. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how men lose a woman's attention, often without realizing it, and more importantly, how to get it back without begging, chasing, or humiliating yourself. Because here's the truth most men don't want to hear. When a woman loses interest, it's rarely because another man stole her. It's usually because you gave her too much access to you without maintaining attraction. Let's start with the biggest mistake. Men lose women's attention when they stop being emotionally unpredictable. In the beginning, you had a life, you had goals, you had momentum. She was entering your world. Then, slowly, without noticing, your world started revolving around her. You became too available, too responsive, too consistent in the wrong way. And don't misunderstand me. Women like consistency, but they don't like predictability without mystery. When she knows exactly how you'll respond, exactly when you'll reply, exactly what you'll say, her emotional curiosity dies. Attraction feeds on uncertainty. Security keeps a relationship, but desire starts with tension, and most men kill that tension themselves. You text good morning every single day. You ask how her day was the same way every time. You explain yourself when you don't need to. You give updates nobody asked for. What happens? She stops feeling you and starts expecting you. And expectation is the enemy of desire. Another way men lose attention is by over-communicating emotions too early. This one hurts a lot of guys. You finally meet a woman you really like. She's beautiful, she's attentive, she listens to you, and suddenly you unload everything. Your fears, your insecurities, your past heartbreaks, your need for reassurance. Now listen carefully. Vulnerability is not weakness, but timing matters. When a woman hasn't fully emotionally invested yet, and you hand her your emotional weight, she doesn't see depth, she feels responsibility, and desire doesn't grow where obligation lives. Men often confuse emotional honesty with emotional dumping. You think you're bonding. She feels like she's becoming your emotional support system, and slowly her attention shifts from attraction to management. Another silent killer is validation-seeking behavior. This one is subtle, and men rarely notice it. You start asking questions that aren't really questions. Do you still like me? Am I boring you? Did I do something wrong? Why didn't you reply earlier? Every time you ask these, you're communicating one thing. I'm afraid of losing you, and fear is not attractive. Confidence doesn't mean arrogance, it means self-trust. When a man doesn't trust his own value, a woman feels it instantly, and once she feels it, her attention shifts, not because she hates you, but because attraction doesn't thrive on insecurity. Another major reason men lose attention is loss of masculine direction. At the start, you were decisive. You chose the place. You set the plan. You led. Then, slowly, you handed her the steering wheel. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? I'm fine with anything. And again, don't get this twisted. Women want to be heard, but they don't want to lead the emotional direction of the relationship. When a man stops leading, she starts questioning whether he can handle pressure, decisions, and uncertainty. Attention fades when admiration fades. Now, here's where most men completely mess up. When they notice her pulling away, they chase, they double text, they over-explain, they increase effort at the wrong time. They think, if I show her how much I care, she'll come back. But attraction doesn't respond to pressure, it responds to space. When you chase, you communicate desperation. When you create space, you create curiosity, and curiosity is what pulls attention back. Now let's talk about how to get her attention back, the right way. First, you must stop reacting emotionally to her distance. If she replies slow, you don't confront. If she seems cold, you don't interrogate. If she pulls back, you don't panic. Your emotional control is the first signal of strength. Silence, when used correctly, is powerful. Not the silent treatment, but controlled presence. You don't disappear to punish her, you pull back to reset the dynamic. Second, you rebuild your own momentum. This is non-negotiable. Women are attracted to men who are going somewhere, not men waiting to be chosen. You get back into your purpose, your work, your body, your discipline, not to make her jealous, but because this is who you were before you lost yourself in her. When a man becomes centered again, women feel it without explanation. Third, you shift how you communicate. Less explaining, more statements. Less checking in, more inviting. Instead of, "Do you want to hang out?" you say, "I'm going to grab drinks Friday. Join me if you're free." That subtle shift changes everything. It communicates leadership without force, confidence without arrogance. Finally, you stop trying to win her back and start giving her the opportunity to re-earn access to you. This is where men get uncomfortable. You don't reward low effort with high attention. If she invests, you respond. If she doesn't, you don't overcompensate. Attention is a currency. When you give it freely, it loses value. Finally, you accept a hard truth. Sometimes her attention doesn't come back. And that's not failure, that's information. A man who knows his worth doesn't beg to be chosen, he allows alignment, or he walks. Ironically, this mindset alone is what often brings her attention back, because the moment you stop needing her validation, she starts feeling your absence, and absence creates reflection. If this video hit you, it's because you've lived it. And if you want more content that teaches men how attraction really works, without sugarcoating, without manipulation, subscribe. Because confidence isn't loud, it's grounded. And attention doesn't respond to chasing, it responds to presence.